YouTube. It's Shows with the Story. We're gonna watch a Costco video, something I don't have, and I'm upset about every day. Anyway, Fat Files video. What you eating? What you drinking? Let me know down below. Anyone else like jealous that they don't have a $1.50 hot dog and soda? Because I am every day. Anyway, let's get to watching. I didn't mess up my opening and had to redo it. That'd be crazy.
Ah, yes, Costco, the only grocery store on the planet that makes almost no money from selling groceries, yet is somehow one of the most profitable grocery stores on the planet through nothing other than psychological tricks and magic.
Yes.
Today we're talking
And I want one.
about Costco. We all know what Costco is because
I forgot my catchphrase because I messed up, okay? And I had to restart. It's fine. Grab your snackies, grab your bevies. Let me know what you're eating or drinking down below. Be sad with me that I don't have a Costco. All right.
Today we're talking about Costco. We all know what Costco is because the members of Costco never shut up about Costco. They're just out there in the world roaming around, non-ironically wearing clothing from Costco's in-house brand, Kirkland, desperately waiting for anybody to ask them what Kirkland is so that they can inform and educate, preach the gospel to these non-believers that Kirkland is actually manufactured by name brand manufacturers and the products are cheaper and better than any other name brand product. And if that's not what they're up to, they're out there flashing their Costco membership card, trying to use it to get laid, and it's working a shocking amount of the time, apparently. And there's a good reason for that.
Wow.
Costco is selling all of its products at a net zero, meaning they don't make any money when they sell you something.
I'm going to stop you right there. Rotisserie chickens are often sold in a way that the place that you were buying it from isn't making money off the chicken. Why did they do that? To get you in the store. Because if you were physically in the store, you're more willing to buy something. You're already buying the rotisserie chicken. Why not also buy a drink to go with it? Why not also buy a side to go with it? Why not also pick up your toothpaste while you're here? That's the thing. A lot of them, that is a trick to grocery stores. They're like prepackaged food. They're ready food for you to just go and grab. It's to get you in the physical store so that you will buy more money. Because if you are already in the physical store, you will spend more money. Not buy more money, spend more money. That's how money works. What? Anyway, I love a good rotisserie chicken. Love a good rotisserie chicken. I've unfortunately never had Costco's. So sad.
Selling all of its products at a net zero, meaning they don't make any money when they sell you something. In fact, some of their items they even sell at a net loss, meaning the more they sell, the more money they lose. Yet somehow they still manage to pay all their employees well above their competitors and have a net profit of over $6 billion a year. And I'm going to explain how that's even possible right after a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Rocket Money, your all-in-one finance app that's going to help you cancel subscriptions, lower your monthly bills, and overall manage your money better. Rocket Money covers pretty much everything. They will let you monitor your credit score. They help you manage your budget by letting you see all of your expenses in one easy location. And then if you want them to, they can actually go in and help negotiate a lower price on some of your bills, like your cell phone, for example. And they don't just save you money by negotiating down some of your bills. They also help you identify and cancel a bunch of subscriptions that you probably didn't even know that you had. And this is my favorite part because me and my wife, mostly my wife, has a horrible habit of signing up for free trials on apps and then forgetting to cancel them. But luckily, Rocket Money's here to let me know that I've been spending $7.99 a month every month for the past 3 years on some photo editing app that my wife used one time for an Instagram post. Yeah, babe, what's up?
How many guns did you buy this year?
I know you're not talking shit about me. I know you're not talking shit about me right now in your ad. In the same house that I currently am sitting in.
No comment. Wait, what? How do you even know I'm talking about you right now? Did you bug my office?
A, don't worry about it. B, keep my name out of your mouth.
All right. I gotta finish the ad. I gotta go. Love you. That could have went better. Anyways, if you want to take control of your finances today, go check out Rocket Money. I will have a link in the description down below. Let's get back to the video. There's a baby monitor in my office. All right, so Costco. Our story begins in 1954 with a man by the name of Saul Price who convinces his mother-in-law to buy a warehouse as an investment property. However, mother-in-law wasn't a commercial real estate mogul and had no idea what to do with this warehouse, so Saul Price is like, you know what? Fine, I'll rent the warehouse from you and I'll put a business inside of it. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll figure it out. He then stumbles across a brilliant business known as Fedco, which is essentially a large in-bulk grocery store that offers very, very cheap groceries to its members, and the only way that you could be a member of Fedco was to work for the federal government. So Saul Price approaches Fedco and is like, hey, you guys have a great business model. I've got a big empty warehouse. Let's partner together. We'll make this a Fedco also. It'll be great. Fedco is like, nah, we're good. At which point Saul Price is like, okay, that's fine. Well, I'm just going to steal your business model because you can't patent selling groceries at a discount to members. So I'm going to open up my own equivalent of your store called FedMart. The only
I just figured it out. They make profit off their memberships. That's what it is. I have a Sam's membership. I do have that. It's not as good. Probably. I don't know. It's okay. My biggest issue with it is like they have different, it's both a boon and like an annoyance. They have different things at different times, right? So they don't always have certain things, right? So like currently I'm drinking like Fairlife Muscle Power something, the 42-gram protein shakes. They might not have those the next time I go in because they don't always have the same things.
The difference is instead of selling groceries cheap to members, I'm going to sell groceries really, really cheap to members. Like I'm almost not going to make money off of selling groceries, and I'm going to charge them a $2 membership fee. Okay, in this business model,
Fucking $2 no more.
seems kind of weird, but it's actually genius. Okay, Leonardo da Vinci once said that simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication, and that's what's going on with this business model. If you don't know, grocery stores are probably one of, if not the most competitive retail environments on the planet. The profit margins on food in grocery stores is so razor thin, it's crazy. And what FedMart has done with this business model is essentially said, I'm not going to compete in this highly competitive environment. I'm going to sell my groceries at net zero. I'm not going to make money. I'm just going to break even on everything I sell, and I'm gonna make all my money off of charging a monthly subscription fee of $2 to let everybody shop at my grocery store where my stuff is the cheapest because I'm not making any money off of it.
Which is genius. Oh, I wanted Costco so much. I had an agreement. It wasn't really, it was halfway of a joke, but like me and my boss from when I worked pharmacy, we would be like, man, if a Costco ever rolls up in here, we are both applying for that damn Costco. We're leaving this place and we're going to fucking Costco. Like, that was like, we were like in agreement. Like we're both, then I left first and he no longer works there. He works in another pharmacy, but like still, like we were both like 100%. We're going to Costco together. I want a Costco.
We shop at my grocery store where my stuff is the cheapest because I'm not making any money off of it. I have no profit margin there. So if the customers shop here enough, they're going to save enough money to offset their membership fee, saving money overall. I'm going to make money, and it's a win-win for everybody. In its first year of business, FedMart does 4 times its projected amount of profit, and they end up opening a bunch of more stores within a couple of more years all across the United States. Within 5 years, by 1959, FedMart goes public and continues to be outrageously successful. Fast forward to 1975, a German conglomerate company buys up the majority of the stocks in the stock market, and they assume control of FedMart. Now, these German investors assume control of the company, and naturally, they're like, wow, what a brilliant business strategy. It's so simple, it's physically painful. All I have to do is change nothing and rake in money. But,
however,
you know, it'd be cooler if we re-German engineered the entire thing. I bet we could get 3% better performance if we made this like 1,000 times more complicated. So that's what they did. They German engineered the company, and by 1983, completely out of business and shut down. So Saul Price is like,
that's annoying.
I made a ton of money going public with my business. They ruined it. It's closed down.
Do I want to? I would like one that I can go shop at. I don't want to run one. No, I would just like to go shop at one. I already have multiple jobs. I don't need to add another job.
There's no other company like mine. I'm going to start the exact same company all over again. So he buys an empty aircraft hangar and starts Price Mart with the same exact business model.
Oh,
Price
shit.
Club.
Here we go again.
Now, around the same exact time, Saul Price's old protege from FedMart, a guy by the name of Jim Senegal, ended up opening up his own business with his business partner, a lawyer by the name of Jeff Brotman. And that business was Costco, that also had the exact same business model. So Costco and Price Mart end up being competitors for a little while, and then they eventually end up merging together and they form Price Costco, and then it just becomes Costco, and this is what we have today. And modern day Costco really hasn't changed their business model. They still run a net zero on almost all of their products, and they make 92% of all of their money off of membership fees. So if Costco wants to make more money, they have to A, maintain the members they have, and B, get more members. So how do you do that? You be competitive. You have the best prices, which check, Costco already does because they run everything at a net zero. They're not making money. You can't get better prices than what Costco already has. So what else can they do to improve their business? They have to make shopping there fun, and that's exactly what they do. Okay.
Fucking samples. Give me samples. Most of the time, I can't even try the samples because it's like food that I'm just kind of like, nope, don't eat that. Because I'm the pickiest eater in the world. That's not true. I know picky eaters. But still, I'm very picky about food. But still, I want samples. Okay? I want other people around me to eat random things. Give me samples and a $1.50 hot dog and drink combo. Thank you. Thank you. So give me good prices on beef jerky because damn, beef jerky's expensive. Jesus.
What else can they do to improve their business? They have to make shopping there fun, and that's exactly what they do. Okay, and this is where the psychological warfare and magic comes into play, all right? Because the second you walk up to a Costco, you have to pull out your membership card, and on the back side of those Costco membership cards, it's literally a photo ID. Like, you're not getting into this exclusive club unless you are a member.
Never cross the rope.
No, but my friends are on the inside.
Lose them.
Hey, watch it, I'm a bleeder.
Okay, so right out of the gate, you already feel exclusive. You feel like a boss walking up to the bouncer at a nightclub, and he just opens up the velvet ropes for you and waves you in because you're a member. And the psychological warfare just keeps going from there, right? Because the first aisle that you walk into, by design, is the expensive electronics aisle, okay? You sitting there, you're looking at like, oh, shit, do I need a $4,000 TV? I probably shouldn't. Okay, I'm not gonna get the TV. And then you go about...
Can I be honest? So Sam's is set up the same way, except also, like, the electronics are on one side, and you can go into the electronics, or there's like this other aisle, like to your right. And I always take the right aisle, and on that, there's like the new stuff that just came in that are, it's like all not quite seasonal, but it's like semi-seasonal stuff, and it's not like electronics. It'll be like food, snacks, random items or whatever. And I always look at that because I'm like, I don't need a TV. I just bought a TV. I don't need one. Moving on.
I probably shouldn't. Okay, I'm not gonna get the TV. And then you go about your shopping and you think you did a good job, right? They did that shit on purpose because now you think to yourself, oh wow, I just saved $4,000 because I didn't buy a TV the size of my garage door. So now you're like 10 times more likely to impulse buy something else for yourself because you feel like you just saved $4,000. So all of a sudden, that $80 purchase that you're gonna splurge on doesn't feel like a big deal, and that is what makes the shopping fun. Within 3 minutes of stepping foot inside of Costco, they've already made you feel like an exclusive member of their club, and they have convinced you that this is no longer a shopping trip, this is a trip where you get to treat yourself.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
And now they're about to turn the entire
Nice.
shopping trip into an adventure because Costco uses what they call the treasure hunt strategy, which basically means Costco is constantly moving around all of their items to different locations. So no matter how many times you go to Costco, you never know where you're going, okay? You're on a constant...
No, I hate that actually. That's like very annoying to me personally. I usually go in there for specific things. I go to grocery stores generally for specific things because I know if I shop and wander around, I will just be like, oh, maybe I do want chips. Like, so I have a list. I'm a person with a list, and I usually know where things are. So when it's not there, I'm like, God, where is it? Like, I'm just mad now. Also, can I just be honest? Like, I know it's like a bulk place. I wish they had smaller desserts. Like, I don't want a sheet cake that can feed 20 people. I would like a sheet cake that will feed like 2 people so I can eat it over the course of a couple of days. Like, I get why, but I just want 1 person amount or 2 people amount, you know? Again, I don't have a Costco. No, I have a Sam's Club, but still.
Locations, so no matter how many times you go to Costco, you never know where you're going, okay? You're on a constant hunt for the milk, the eggs, the bread, and then you're running across like LED high-speed internet toasters for $80, and you're like, holy shit, I need that.
LED high-speed internet toaster. I want the stupidest toaster I can find, I'm gonna be honest. I want it to be real dumb.
And you're running across like LED high-speed internet toasters for $80, and you're like, holy shit, I need that. And while that's going on, you've got an army of old women constantly trying to give you samples of
Yes,
food.
what is this, bread? Madeline's, I care less.
This is
Oh, wait, actually, hold
And
on.
while that's going on, you've got an army of old women.
I want this, though. I have some of this in my kitchen. These are really good. Cosmic Raven, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. I want this thingy. This little, like, chocolate croissant, chocolate bread thingy. I want that.
Constantly trying to give you samples of food.
this is not pudding.
And while that's going on, there's no lull in the action. There's never a delay in the adventure that you're having because Costco doesn't have very many items, okay? Costco, on average, has about 3,700 different items available in one of their stores compared to, like, Walmart that has over 50,000. Okay, this means there's no choices to be made, right? A normal grocery store has an entire aisle of 700 different types of salad dressing. You know what Costco has? A fucking pyramid of ranch. It looks like you're getting the ranch, huh? Keep the adventure moving. But I like having a lot of options. But no, you don't. I know you think you like options, but you don't. People's actions say otherwise. Almost nobody appreciates having options. Watch this, I'll prove it to you. I'm gonna call my wife and I'm gonna very tactfully give her 0 options about where we're gonna go to lunch today. And then I'm gonna call her tomorrow and I'll edit it in and I'm gonna give her all the options in the world and we're gonna see which one she actually prefers.
Hello.
Hey, guess where I'm taking you for lunch?
Where?
Mexican restaurant.
Ooh, okay. I'll be ready in 15 minutes.
All right, love you.
Love you, bye.
See you in 24 hours.
Hello.
Hey, I'm hungry. Where do you want to go for lunch?
I don't know.
You want Chinese?
No.
Mexican?
No.
Burgers?
No.
Italian?
Yeah, no.
All right, you figure out where you want to go and then let me know, okay?
Okay, fine.
All right, love you. Fucking science.
Science. Listen. Sometimes I don't want to be the one that has to choose, okay? That's it. That's it. I just don't want to be the one. I know I'm picky. I want someone else to know the places that I can eat at and then choose of those lists. Okay? I'm just saying. Also, yeah. As someone who runs conventions, sometimes you can't make everything a group decision. It just does not work. It just doesn't work. I'm going to tell you that right now. And very specifically, let's go to Ichiban. Ichiban's closed right now. Like if you're trying to plan something like a day and you go, hey, when's everybody free to say, go to the zoo? Nobody is free on the same fucking day. Nobody. However, if you go, hey guys, I'm gonna go to the zoo. Anyone who wants to go is invited. We're gonna go on, say, Saturday, and we're gonna meet there at 11 a.m. You can come when you want. That is when I'm going to be there. Or we're going to go to the zoo a Saturday 3 weeks from now, which gives people time to rework schedules, ask off from work if they're working that day, etc. We're going to meet at 11 a.m. in front of the zoo 3 weeks from now on this Saturday. Anyone who wants to come is welcome. Then suddenly people are like able to come. But if you're just like, when's everyone available? No one's available on the same fucking day. that is just how that works. That is just life. Okay? That is how that works. I know because it's happened so many times, and I watch people do this mistake all the time, and I'm like, that's a mistake. You're making choices. It's not going to work. You're just frustrating yourself. 100% you're frustrating yourself right now. That's what's going to happen. Like, you can't be like, hey guys, what do you think? Like, help me make decisions about things. Just don't. If there's something broad and you are going, like, you want someone to make a list of things and you are going to pick from that list, you can then be like, hey, everybody, where do you want to eat? Or, hey guys, where are places that we could go eat? Or like, what is some merchandise you would be interested in? And then you can pick from that list. But you can't just be like open-ended questions. I don't know. Why didn't you tell me when I was planning that lunch last summer? because you did it. And I was like, oh shit. Don't think about it. It was one of those things of, in hindsight, like after you had asked, I was like, this was a mistake. Like, I'm so sorry. I was like, he did the thing he shouldn't have done. In the future, feel free to reach out. I will help you plan something, I promise.
Science. Moral of the story, whether people know it or not, they actually hate having too many options because it makes you think, and when you have to stop and think, you have to stop, which breaks up the action, right? If you're having sex with somebody, you don't want them right in the middle of it to be like, hey, did you lock the front door? Like, I don't give a shit. Unless there's a Velociraptor that kicks down that door, I'm in the middle of something right now, okay? Let's keep doing this. And this is true for like almost everything, right? You think Ice Cube would be one of the greatest rappers of all time if right in the middle of his song, Today Was a Good Day, he stopped and gave you a fucking pop quiz on geography? No, just enjoy the song and listen to it and you're happy. So when you're shopping at Costco, this is an adventure. This is a treasure hunt and there's no thinking and there's no breaks in the action ever. You're having a blast. And if that wasn't enough, the aesthetic of the overall store is
I mean, I'm halfway there because I'm like, I need a stupid amount of paper towels and toilet paper because I don't want to have to come back here for 6+ months. That's what I do. I go to Sam's Club a couple of times a year. I've started going more often because they're like, I will look up to see if they have something such as that Core Power protein shake. And I will see that they do have it and it is significantly cheaper than all the other places in town. So I'm like, cool, I'll go there. But for the most part, I don't go there that often. It's not super close to me, so I don't go that often. I just go when I desperately need something or bulk things from there, but
action ever. You're having a blast. And if that wasn't enough, the aesthetic of the overall store is absolutely incredible. Remember going to a normal grocery store when you were a kid and your mom couldn't find something and she goes up to the employee and is like, do you have this? And they're like, no, we don't have it on the shelf. And your mom goes, she says the magic words, oh, can you go check in the back? And you're like, the fuck is, what's in the back? What's going on back there? Guess what? Costco, you're in the back, okay? I'm 99% sure that we're living in a simulation and Costco is the spawn point for all of the stuff. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Costco's got like food and clothes.
okay, because y'all are talking about, I'm sorry, you sidetracked me, chat. Like Ichiban in chat. Ichiban means number one. Ichi is one. And like Bon means it's number one. Like the number one restaurant. That is why there is an Ichiban in like every city. All right? Like every city, there's an Ichiban. Just means number one.
Spawn point for all of the stuff. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Costco's got like food and clothes and electronics, you know, the common loot, but they've also got the rare shit that you can go find. So when Mrs. Fat Electrician gets sidetracked smelling 15 different types of candles, I'm going on a side quest to find something cool. What am I looking for? I have no idea. I'll know when I find it, okay? Costco's the only grocery store on the planet that you can just wander off and end up finding a signed jersey from Magic Johnson in 2024 when he retired in 1990. 1996, okay? You're just looking at it like, what is happening right now? And then you look over and you're like, oh, there's a ring that costs $340,000. And you're just looking at it in your hand like, this literally costs more than the house that I live in. I'm fucking stealing this. And you're like, no, I can't. You put it back, and now you feel like a good person, and Costco is boosting your self-esteem. So you get done shopping, and then you realize you're hungry. You have developed an appetite from adventuring for the past 2 hours, and holy shit, Costco has a food court. So you go over to the food court.
The hot dog and soda with refill. They continue giving you the refill. Yes. Refill. You can eat and continue shopping and then swing back around for your refill when you leave. I just want a Costco.
And you're like, you know what? I haven't had a hot dog in 15 years. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to order a hot
15 years? I have hot dogs right now in my fridge.
over to the food court, and you're like, you know what? I haven't had a hot dog in 15 years. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to order a hot dog and a soda. They ring you up at the cash register. It's $1.50 for a hot dog and a soda. Okay. And just to be clear, this isn't like one of the normal little bullshit hot dogs that you like give to the kids at the barbecue while all the adults are eating steaks and burgers. No, this is the fucking hot dog that she tells you not to worry about. Okay. This is a fucking, you went to a baseball game and got one of those big ass novelty hot dogs, size hot dogs. And that plus a soda with free refills was $1.50. So then, because you're a good person, because you didn't steal that ring, you politely inform the cashier, I think you messed up and accidentally gave me the hot dog for free, and that's just the tax. And she's like, no, it's $1.50. We haven't raised the price on the hot dog combo since 1984 when we came out with it because of the principles of the matter. Do you understand how crazy that is? 1984 was 40 years ago, okay? We've had more inflation than that house from the movie Up since then, and they've refused to raise the price, okay? Dollar Tree is now $1.25 tree, and this hot dog is still $1.50. So then you go home full and happy, but still fascinated by this $1.50.
Do you guys know? I don't know if he's going to explain it. Do you guys know why it's $1.50? Because like the owner dude straight up threatened like the new CEO or whatever, and was like, I will literally kill you if you raise the price of the damn hot dog. Like, he does explain it. Great.
Hot dog is still $1.50. So then
shut up then.
Full and happy, but still fascinated by this $1.50 hot dog. So you decide to look into it. How is it possible? Was that actually meat inside that hot dog? What is going on here? And then you Google it and you hear the famous Costco hot dog story. Okay, apparently the higher ups at Costco came to the owner, Jeff Sinegal, at this point in time, Saul Price's protege, and they're like, we got to sell this hot dog for more than $1.50. At which point, Jeff said, and I quote, if you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out.
You better think again, otherwise I'm gonna have to head down there, and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker! I will massacre you! I will fuck you up!
So that's what Costco did. They figured it out in what is probably the most gangster way possible, right? They didn't want to sacrifice the quality of the hot dogs and have just horrible hot dogs. So they're like, you know what? The only thing we can do is to build our own hot dog manufacturing facility.
Cheer 100 actual quote from Jim Sinegal, co-founder of Costco. If you raise the price of the hot dog, I will fucking kill you.
Thank you for the bits. Yeah, I love the energy. They completely were like, we just have to make it in-house. So they just made it in-house, basically.
And one of them's not going to be enough. We're going to build two of them, one in LA and one in Chicago. And then we can control the price of hot dogs. And this figure it out attitude dog manufacturing facility, and one of them's not going to be enough.
I don't know if they also bought some farms or if they just had like agreements with farms. I'm not sure, because it's like they're like beef hot dogs. Like I don't remember.
We're going to build two of them, one in LA and one in Chicago, and then we can control the price of hot dogs. And this figure it out attitude doesn't just stop at the hot dogs. When Costco wants something done, they get it done, okay? Here's another example. They wanted to build a new Costco in LA. And here's the problem with that. Getting anything done in the state of California, especially a major city like LA, is an absolute nightmare. California is not rated very well as far as being business friendly goes, and it just takes forever to get anything done, right? You want to put up a new building, you got to have environmental impact studies, all this other bullshit. You got to pay a bunch in fees. It's just a complete nightmare, and it's going to take 20 years for them to put up a 300,000 square foot warehouse. But they had a new rule that due to the housing crisis, they would expedite immediately any projects that had affordable housing. So Costco is in the process of building a Costco in the middle of LA that has fucking apartments on top of it, just so they can start slinging $1.50 hot dogs. In conclusion, Costco
I would live on top of. No. I sleep during the day. Would I want to live on top of a Costco?
apartments on top of it, just so they can start slinging $1.50 hot dogs. In conclusion, Costco is the most gangster grocery store on the planet. Their slogans are do the right thing and more is more, and that about covers it. Thank you for watching. The channel's go.
Cheer 100 gimme a GLIZZY apartment.
We didn't want to say glizzy. I guess it didn't know how to pronounce glizzy. Give me a glizzy apartment. Employee housing. Yeah. I mean, that would be kind of nice. Like affordable housing for the employees would be nice.
Thing and more is more, and that about covers it. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com, and from now until
Okay, warheads for foreheads.
August 30th, every single item purchased out of my merch store, whether it's a sticker or a hoodie or a shirt or a beer koozie, is going to get you one entry to win a custom Steelhead Outdoors Fat Electrician gun cabinet. And second place is going to get a custom Steelhead Outdoors Fat Electrician pistol box. And third place is going to get a big care package from Wiley X, my favorite glasses company. So yeah, go buy some merch. Thank you for watching. Quack, bang, out.
You don't want your job to own too much of your life, or you're bound to them regardless of conditions. Yes, but also if it's like affordable housing for employees, it allows employees to save up more money so that they can leave. If it's affordable, I'm just saying. Will I buy one like the gun safe? I don't need a gun safe. My parents have two though. And I'm pretty sure they're starting to fill up. So like two big ones, like bigger than that thing. So I don't know.